everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Sydney and I make all things faith-based. Wow, I don't know why I did that with my arms. But anyways, it's a lot of fun on this channel. I love creating videos for you guys, and I had a lot of recommendations on how I manage my time, which I was like, okay, I want to do something more exciting, but you know what? This is really important because I realize that I am a busy person, but I guess I do somehow have some sort of a structure to the madness. But me and my husband, we own a business together. We own a wedding photography business, wedding photography and video and photo booth. But we also are the leaders of a young adult ministry at our church. I also founded a retreat for women, and we are very around our friends like all the time, our family all the time, so we're very on the go, but I guess we have found a structure to the madness. So I'm gonna give you all my tips and tricks and just kind of how I manage my life and how I feel like I'm able to have really good, strong relationships, a very strong business, and a very strong marriage because of these little tips that I have. So let's go ahead and just jump into the video. Okay, so I'm not in school, but I am in work. So I work from home. If you do school, online schooling, or you're at school, whatever, this is kind of like that category. But I like to make to-do lists. I'm a big to-do list person. So every single day I write down all of the things that I need to get done work-wise on a to-do list like this. I love to check things off. Whenever I'm stressed or feel like I have a lot going on, I love to write things out and just check them off as I go because it makes me feel like I can physically see myself getting through things. So I love to do that. And then I also have a planner here, and I like to write out my weeks ahead of time so I can just kind of see like what I've got going on for the day, and then I kind of have an idea so nothing is like gonna surprise me. And then this is just a random one, but I like to write it all out just so I know like what's going on, and so I feel like ahead of my schedule. So make sure you write everything out. I used to just use Google Calendar, but it's not enough. You gotta write it down. You gotta get yourself prepared and make sure you have lists so you can like check things off. So I also have a set ending time for my work, so I work from like 10 to 3 to 4-ish. I don't work too late into the evening because that's my time that I'm gonna get ready for church. I'm gonna spend time with my husband. I'm gonna focus on the things that I like to do if we wanna go to TJ Maxx or whatever we wanna do. I end that time around there so I can make sure I have time for my free time and the things that I enjoy to do. So for ministry, not only do we have to write messages occasionally, but I like to event plan a lot of different things. Right now I'm working on the sisterhood retreat, that's ran kind of like all by myself. So like I'm doing like different types of games and things like that, small groups and a bunch of different ministry type things. But then I'm also equally pouring into the young adult ministry where there's a lot of different event type things that are going on with that too. So I like to split up my work time, and we have like 3 hours of like chosen our business that I'm working, but then I section out 1 hour for my ministry type things that I need to like structure out for either young adults or the sisterhood. And I also like to dedicate like my lunchtime area if I want to spend time just like working, doing like lunch stuff here, or if I want to go and like meet people or pour into people or them pour into me or whatever it is. I like to keep my lunches open so I am being very community based. I'm with people that I love and people that we can just pour into each other. So how do I manage my friendships? I am always texting my friends. I'm always like open line of communication. I am big on like Instagram DMs. I DM everyone like every single day. It's so easy to do that. I just reply to everything just to show like that I love my friends, and I just keep in touch no matter how busy life gets. So this quick messages, I always just like encourage people and just like let them know that we're proud of them and we love them and stuff like that, and just like I don't know, I think it's important to just like remind your friends all the time about how important they are to you, just so you can kind of keep that friendship strong, especially when you're in a busy season or you just don't have time to be around your friends. Also, I have some other friends that are like really busy, so we plan out weeks in advance when we need to hang out. Like my friend, she owns her own business too, and she's way busier than I am, so we have to plan out like literally like 2 weeks in advance when we're gonna get lunch or hang out. And then also, there's always the occasional like, oh my god, we need to get together, yeah we do, and then it like never happens. When that is said, I literally pull up my phone and I'm like, all right, let's get it on the calendar. And whenever you say that, you just like write it down right away, pick a time, pick a place, pick a day, and like get that on the calendar, because it's important to plan for it and then also make time and manage time with your friends and the people that are closest to you. And then the last section, I have personal growth time. So I love to make a daily schedule. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see this, but this is what I've been doing the night before I go to, right before I go to bed. In my notes just have like a little list here, and you can put like the little dots on there and click it as you go. And I kind of just keep the, going crazy. I keep the time frame on there, and I just fill in like what I need to do that day. And that way, if I'm not even sticking close to the time, I'm at least getting the tasks done that I need to do that day. And it helps me if you are someone that works from home and you're just like kind of like laying around like, I don't know what to do, bored, whatever. Now you know exactly what you need to get done for the day. And then, okay, so also for food, we've been meal prepping for this past month, and it has been amazing for us. For breakfast, I do protein shakes, so that's really quick and easy for me to like get up and get going. But Tony, we have been doing like meal prep type things for him. We need to figure out something else because he's kind of getting like bored of eggs. But it's easy to meal prep things, so we're good to start our breakfast right away. But we've also been meal prepping our lunches, and I like to cook, so I'll cook our dinners. But I'm not too big on like, I don't know, we were trying to figure out what works best for us, but I've been just kind of like making a lot of something and then just kind of sectioning that out instead of being like, okay, this day we're doing this day we're doing that, because that kind of stresses me out. So I've just kind of been like making a lot of something and then sectioning that out and just eating that as we go. So that's kind of our food. And then also, if you don't feel like you have enough time to like learn more and, you know, do more, and you're sitting in the car, you waste a lot of time in the car or just showering or whatever you feel like is just taking up a lot of your time, play podcasts. Podcasts are so good because you're constantly learning. They're so good for you, and it's a great pastime than just like listening to music. And then also, I would say make a daily schedule and try to stick to it. If you need to wake up earlier or go to bed later, make sure you kind of like, if you want to spend time with doing like things that you love and you feel like you don't have enough time for it, manage your sleep schedule. Like I wanted to spend more than just an hour like with like Jesus, like reading, praying, worship, whatever it is. So I'm now waking up earlier than I used to, so I can manage that. So figure out what's most important to you and then create your schedule. The biggest thing for all of this is create a schedule, whether you want to do it on your phone, whether you want to do it in the Notes app, or you want to do it on a planner. I would just say make sure you're listing all these things out so you can make sure you can see what's going on for the day, and you know you're going to reach your goals, and you know you're going to get through them. So I hope this helps, and I feel like I sped through this really quickly. If you have any more questions, feel free to comment below or message me on Instagram. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!